What's going on, everybody? It's Nolly Nall, the one and only curator of Nolly World, and today I wanted to introduce a new topic. Wanted to work on this project I've been thinking about for a long time. It's called Hidden Gems, and Hidden Gems are just games in my backlog that I think didn't get enough shine or didn't get their flowers. So I wanted to shed some light on those games today. The topic of discussion today is going to be Risk of Rain 2. This game came out about a couple of years ago. I got it last year, and I've been playing it on and off. It's a great time waster. It's very immersive. It's one of those games where you catch a vibe or you catch a flow, so to say. So you can just get immersed in the gameplay, and before you know it, you spend an hour just playing. And you don't even notice, even though there's a timer in the top right corner, you don't even notice that you're playing because you're just enjoying it that much. So let me give you the basics of the game. Basics of the game: it's a third-person action shooter, roguelike that puts you in the mind of an old-school arcade game like Pac-Man or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where if you die, you start over from scratch. And the thing that separates it from most roguelikes or arcade games today is the gameplay progression. So you start off as one of the many base characters. You can start off as a commando guy, dual pistols, busting at them. You can start as a huntress. She has a bow, and she's an archer, and her timing is a little bit slower than his, and she's a little bit squishier, but she's a lot faster. Or you can play as the bandit. That's the guy for all the trick shot guys. If you were in a Call of Duty and you used quick scope heavy, he's the one that you're gonna like. But yeah, you take your character and you begin the game. It's a level-based game, and the main objective is to get to the teleporter, defeat the boss, and get to the next level. And the thing that the problem is, as time goes on, the enemies get more aggressive and they get more powerful. So you're kind of on the clock, because you don't want the timer to get too hectic, because if it gets too high, the enemies will be too strong and you won't be able to progress. And one of the things that enhances the experience is the use of the upgrades or the mods. As you kill enemies, as the game goes on, you accrue in-game currency that you can use to open up these chests. The chests have various power-ups in it. There are some that make you faster, some that increase your fire rate. Then there are some that make you sprout wings. Then there's some that basically decrease your cooldowns. I believe there's maybe like 100 different power-ups that you can get. And the best thing about it is, if you get multiple, it's cool, because if you get multiple of the same mods, they stack on top of each other and they make you that more powerful. So the game is power creep personified, because as time goes on, the enemies get progressively stronger. But if you're on top of your game, you're killing enemies, you're accruing money, and you're spending it getting mods, and you're spending your money, you're getting pretty good mods, then you'll be able to stay with the curve. Sometimes you'll be stronger than them, sometimes they'll be stronger than you, and that one key mod, the mod that you need for your character, can dictate whether or not you can make it to the next level. So those are the basics of the game, but there's a deeper story to it. Most roguelikes don't really have a set story or a concrete story. But this one stands out in that regard, because as you learn more from playing the game, you learn the controls, you learn how the proper attacks, you learn your enemy's attack patterns. That natural experience that you're getting from just playing the game, it naturally allows you to survive more. When I first started playing, I'd be lucky to survive maybe more than 4 or 5 minutes, just because my reflexes weren't there, and I was trying to play it as if it was a conventional third-person shooter instead of watching my cooldowns and making sure I was placed correctly so enemies couldn't hit me and taking advantage of my skills. But once you hit that plateau where you understand the character that you choose and you know how to use them to the highest extent of their abilities, then a deeper game arises, because there are stories, there are story pieces that you can collect, there are characters to unlock, and it's strange how a game can become more replayable as you play it, because once you crack the surface of Risk of Rain, there's so much more to it. There are characters to unlock, even different game modes you can play, mods. Hell, there's even 4-player co-op. So if you got a buddy or 2 or 3, you guys can go at it and see who can kill the most and who can survive the longest, and it's just a great time all in all. So this will be my first hidden gem. There are definitely going to be more to come. Be sure to stay tuned, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. This has been All the World signing out. All love. Peace.